Hi, this is Gabe Ets-Hokin. You can go to gabeunchained.blogspot.com to read more of Gabe. And I've been spending about a month and about 600, 700, 800 miles on a 2009 Harley-Davidson XR1200. And I want to show you the bike and tell you about it. So you can see right now, and no one's going to disagree with you, that is a great looking bike. You're going to draw crowds of people no matter where you go on this thing. And it's also really fun to ride. And let me tell you why. They started with a basic Sportster frame, and this is a heavier frame that's designed to isolation mount that engine. And they improved the frame with the addition of this aluminum swing arm. They added more performance-oriented, longer travel rear shocks. They also added inverted forks. They added radial tires. You got an 18-inch wheel in front, 17-inch wheel in back. 4-piston brake calipers, 90 millimeter fixed rotors, 2 rotors, and the engine. So the engine they souped up. They bumped the compression ratio up to 10:1. They got higher flowing cylinder heads. They got new 40 millimeter throttle body for the fuel injection. There's a flapper valve here inside the airbox, and that doesn't mean a 1920s dancer. It means a valve that's controlled by the ECU, by the electronic control unit, that changes airflow depending on engine speed and vehicle speed. You've also got all new plastic bodywork. That's a 3.5 gallon tank. Gives the bike a range of about 130 miles. I actually ran it out of gas. Build quality on this bike, well, there's some issues. There's some issues that I've had. This is standard Harley-Davidson stuff. Nothing's coming apart. It's very well made and very well put together. Fit and finish is great, but of course you have these kind of hardware store type fasteners in here. You got hose clamps holding these shields onto the mufflers. If you're used to Japanese or European built motorcycles, you're going to be a little surprised by that. There's a little storage compartment under the seat. It's kind of a nice feature. Seat pops on and off. It's just not easily. Belt drive like all the Harleys have. Some nice pieces here like this powder-coated exhaust hanger. A little bit of rust in the muffler already, but we all know that everyone tosses the muffler on a Harley anyway. So, what you got is a bike that makes about 80 horsepower, weighs almost 600 pounds full of gas. 680 is what Harley says, 690 is what some magazines have actually found it to have when they weighed it. But it handles really, really well. It's got a nice wide bar, so you can steer it pretty easily. Still steers heavily, but that bar helps with the extra leverage. But it's got a very long wheelbase, so on a twisty road, you're really at a disadvantage to someone of equal skill level on a lighter, more sport-oriented bike. But it's a bike that you can take into the twisties with some confidence because it's got a lot of cornering clearance. And it's just a lot of fun and very satisfying to ride. Just don't expect to keep up with someone of the same skill level as you on a lighter, more performance-oriented motorcycle. It's not what this bike is about. It's about having a Sportster, but not having to slow down for corners, not having to worry about passing cars in traffic. It was designed for European traffic conditions and roads, and it really shows. It's a great bike. I've had a lot of fun riding it, and I recommend it. We'll start it up for you, and then I'll say goodbye. Put it in neutral.